The last option for position parameters are the shift text options. We have two fields here, one for along and one for across. Now earlier in the tutorials we were showing you how to use the offset X and Y axes. However, there are no tags in the software currently that were built in the Practicad data that use the axes X or Y offsets. The main reasoning behind this is though the Z axis and the special are useful tools, the only time we can really use the offset X and Y is if in fact we're going to offset something parallel to the X or Y axes. However, these two offsets will never work well when the duck's going on an angle. That's why along and across these shift text parameters are far better parameters to use. To describe how they work, we're going to choose a base point center right. We're going to get this length tag to be at the center right portion of the duct. We're going to set the text direction to along the layout. So you can see right here that it's parallel to the wall of the duct, or it's parallel to the center line of the duct. We're going to say to hold the text by the center, and we'll say Z bottom. So now we're holding the bottom point to the center right portion of the duct. And now what we're going to do is go over along and across. If we zoom in on this tag, imagine we were to cut this tag in half using a line that would start from the beginning of the tag and go through the center line of the tag, cutting it in half. And that line currently would be parallel to the line you see for the duct. Along moves the text along that line. If you give positive values, it moves it to the right on that line. For example, we're going to say 5 inch. When I hit 5, it instantly moves the tag 5 inches along the center line of the text. If I say -5, we're going to hit 5, -5, it moves it negative inches. So what it's doing is it's moving it along the text in the positive direction or negative direction if we had a line running through the text this way. The across parameters are the same exact function, but it's with a line that would be perpendicular to the one we were just describing. Imagine we had a line that would cut the tag in half this way. If you chose positive numbers, it would move the text across that line. Positive would go up and negative would go down that line. For example, here we're going to say across 6. You can see it's moving this tag across itself down that line. And if we said -6, it would do the reverse. So the nice thing about these features is whenever you're dealing with the text direction, along the layout, counter layout, along joint, counter joint, anytime you use these along and across parameters, the tag is always going to be parallel to the walls of the duct. And that's what makes it such a nice option and why virtually all the default tags are utilizing these two parameters, along the text and across the text.